Everyone, Spider-Man 34 here, and I don't know if I said if I was going to be doing anything like this in the past, so this is basically how I feel about Spider-Man Reboot, as a little reinsurance. The first time I saw the Spider-Man trailer, 8, 9 years, wow, I feel old, 8 years ago, that really did spark my interest in this whole franchise and this whole world, and I've been a fan ever since. So that's right now. It was at some point. Right now, it's pretty much like half my life. I was like a fan. So, uh, I was crazy about Spider-Man 2. I remember that. Like, I got it on DVD in November of 2004. I was crazy about it. Um, Spider-Man 3 came out. I walked out of Spider-Man 3, age 13. Um, the day after it came out, not knowing any negative things about it. Um, I walked out like something feels off right now. I didn't know what it was. This whole thing feels off, and I quickly learned that people did not like this movie, and I was the first to. I wasn't a YouTube user at that time, but I still was like, "What? Are you kidding? No, this movie was awesome." And as the years went by, I started to dislike that movie. Up to a certain point, like I can't even watch it anymore. I can't watch that movie anymore. I just can't. Like at first, I would just like watch the action scenes, but now I'm like, you know what? I don't like this movie anymore that much. What I do like about Spider-Man 3, well, obviously, I like some parts of the movie. I have very mixed feelings about the music. I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm a huge Elfman fan, Danny Elfman. I'm a huge fan of his music. So I was upset because I was watching the opening credits of Spider-Man 3. I'm like, no, no, you just skipped the whole thing. That's not right. What? No, you can't skip the da 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 da. No, you can't skip all this part. No, that kind of got me upset. And I was listening to the score and how he plays Spider-Man theme. I was like, no, you're playing it wrong. It's this whole thing that Elfman had set up. You're doing it wrong. So I'm just like sitting in the theater shaking my head at the music, and I wasn't really paying attention to what was happening. But I did like Sandman's at his origin, but his that scene where he came together. I thought that scene was absolutely beautiful, especially for the character of Sandman, because there wasn't anything done with Sandman before to make his origin seem beautiful. I mean, they had this quick, we got the origin, how he got the powers was very quick and quickly done, and not it wasn't it wasn't done right, but it really hasn't been done right in the past, except for in Ultimate Spider-Man, which is the route I'm going to take. Spoiler alert, season 3. Um, so, but they made up for that for what they did after that. So, in case you guys don't know, there was a death at the end of the movie. I felt terrible, and I wanted to know what they would do next. So, I just waited and waited. I was like, I would periodically check in and see when Spider-Man 4 was coming out, how Spider-Man 4 was doing, and then like January of 2010, I believe. Yeah, 2010. Then heard they were rebooting it, and I was absolutely I'm like, no, 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 this can't be true. This can't. I was absolutely devastated because I felt like I just died. Like a friend I've known since I was 8 years old just died on me right here. you know. So that last scene in Spider-Man 3 is literally the last scene, and it felt like a last scene. He didn't swing off into the sunset at the end, like he always does, which I really wanted to do. I wanted that to be like a running thing that they would do, but um, they didn't. It just ended, and it felt like an ending. They really didn't have anything else to go with, so it really could be an ending. But the fourth movie was to start something new, but everything that happened in the past was resolved. Everything involving these three characters was solved at the end of Spider-Man 3. And Spider-Man 4 was made to bring about something new that can happen. But it ended up in a way that the Spider-Man trilogy ended with everything being resolved in a way. And I kind of felt it's kind of somber. I don't know what the right word for it, but like I kind of feel better. I kind of feel a little bit more sad. Like everything's resolved. Everything's So once I just accepted that into my mind, it made sense, and I'm sure we can all do that. Just think about it for a second. I'm not asking you to accept that, or you just but just think about that. Just think about everything that's happened over these three movies being resolved. Spider-Man 4 was going to start something new. It was Spider-Man 4. So, Spider-Man movies are mainly about these three characters and what they go through in their life. Then they announced who was going to direct it, what's his name? Mark Webb. Oh, his last name is Webb. That's so cute. I'm like, Mark Webb. That sounds like a douche. Then I'm like, I've actually recently watched a bit of 500 Days of Summer. I'm like, wow, it's actually pretty good. He's directed some music videos, I believe. I don't know, look it up or something. But that was his first movie, and it was pretty good. So I trust his directing abilities. Um, I believe they got a decent writer on here, but I don't know. Then they announced the guy who's going to play Peter Parker, and there was so much speculation. You guys remember that speculation was going to be Zach Efron or um, Robert Pattinson or whatever his name is, and or that guy from the Lightning Thief, that piece of crap. So there was so much speculation, and it turned out to be this guy named Andrew Garfield, who I've never heard of before. Um, uh, in my opinion, he has a small head. That's just me. I told my friend that, like, is that gonna affect the way the mask is gonna look? I'm like, I don't know. And I'm sure the most uproar that's gonna come from is when these the concept designs get on the internet, because there's always a huge uproar whenever there's a costume design, whenever the concept art is posted on the internet. Same thing happened with Captain America, and I'm pretty open minded about costume designs, except for Spider Man. I mean, I love what they did with the original trilogy. Original trilogy. Here I go with the original trilogy. His costume design, I really do love it, and I think it's the best so far of interpretation of Spider-Man's costume. But I had an idea of what could possibly go wrong when they're designing this and what they'll accept as a Spider-Man costume. Here's what I picture: the eyes are going to be way too big, the spider is going to be way too big, and like it's gonna be covering his. I didn't mean to smack like that with my lips. The spider is pretty much gonna take up his whole torso. I mean that's what I pictured, and it just looks atrocious and everything, and everything just looks. They don't put armor on it. That's just me joking about the Captain America suit, which I do like. I like it. It's okay. It's not. I like it. I don't care. I don't care. I like the Captain America costume. Okay. So they cast Emma Stone, who I think is absolutely gorgeous, as Gwen Stacy, and I'm like, oh, she looks better as Mary Jane. Then I saw her in blonde hair. I'm like, you know what? She looked exactly like Gwen Stacy, and I saw this picture. I think it's from the set that they're filming the Spider-Man reboot, and I don't know if this picture's for real, but here it is. And the first time I saw this picture, I got so excited. Like, I don't know what happened. I just like, it's like when I saw that thing for Spider-Man 3 with Gwen Stacy swinging on a web that was posted on YouTube in like 2006. I remember when I first watched that, like 4 or 5 years ago, and I just like so excited. I was so happy. Like when I first saw the pictures of Spider-Man 3 and Spider-Man 2, um, as a kid, I remember being so happy, my heart racing and everything, and I had the same feeling now, you know. But in the picture, Peter looks sort of like a hobo. I don't know where they're going with this, and he isn't wearing any glasses. And I wish he'd be wearing glasses. I don't know. I don't like that messy hair look for Peter. I just wish he had like Tobey Maguire or something like that, or at least had it like my Peter Parker has it. I like my Peter Parker's hair. Of course, I do have a limited range of hair in which a person can have, because they're Legos. So I can just put clay on there, but that looks just terrible. So I have high hopes for this movie. I mean, the director's obviously good. From that's my judgment. From this one movie that he did, it's pretty good. Um, but good directors have failed at comic book movies, and well, no, I mean Christopher Nolan definitely didn't, and that's what the kind of vibe that it's sort of having for me a little bit. It's having that Batman Begins sort of vibe. Um, yeah, I feel kind of good about this. I have mixed feeling. Yeah, I pretty much have mixed feelings about the reboot. But what we can do now as fans is to root for this to be good. Because if this is horrible, Why am I whistling so much when I say S's? If this is horrible, then that's just terrible for the franchise. If this is just generally just terrible and there's no way of arguing that it's good, that's terrible for the franchise. So what we can do now is not root for it to be bad, but root for it to be good. You know, I mean that's the best we can do right now. I mean, I really hope that this is good. I really do. As much as I hate the original trilogy or the cancellation of Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies, there's nothing I can do about it. And the most I can do, we all can do, is hope for this to be good. I'm hoping at least 3 stars. If you don't know what 3 stars is, it's a movie rating system. You know, I like the 4-star movie rating system. There's 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5. 2.5 is pretty much like average movie, and there's 3, which is like generally a really good movie. 3.5, really really good movie, and 4 stars pretty much like perfect classic movie. You know, that's what the thing says on my Oh no, I'll forget that. You know, I'm kind of getting so excited for this movie. Um, I can't wait for it now. I'm starting to not, but as soon as the concept art gets on the internet, everyone's gonna hate it, including me. Um, I, if it really does look like the way I'm predicting it to be, then I'm gonna be the first one out there just laughing my butt off. But I'm not being. What I'm saying here is I'm not on drugs or anything. I'm being serious right now. I'm being absolutely serious as a Spider-Man fan, as a fan of story films, and I'm not being paid off by Sony. Sony is like, I'm not even. We're not. Me and Sony are pretty much almost mortal enemies at this point. Uh, I'm not rooting for Sony or anything that Sony is doing. I'm rooting for this franchise, for this character. I'm not rooting for Sony. Okay, you guys know I do not like Sony. Yeah, you click on some of the videos in the first season. You'll find out why I do not like Sony. You love that ad revenue, Sony, huh? How much are you making? Thanks. I promise not to talk about that. No, I didn't. I don't care. You know what? Forget it. Forget Sony. Forget all that ad stuff. I'm done with that. I'm gonna start making my own money as soon as you guys get these videos up to 15,000, 20,000, whatever, how much it takes. Just keep watching my videos, guys. Okay? I'm joking, guys. I'm joking. Come on. So, just do what I said. Just root for this movie. That's all. We can just hope and pray or whatever. To that this movie is good. I really hope this. What do you think? What do you think the title will be? Does it have a title yet? What will it be? Sony Spider-Man by Sony, perhaps. I don't know. If you want to comment on anything, just comment what you think about the reboot, or if I changed any of your preconceptions about the reboot. Just go ahead and tell me. Or what do you think the title should be? Hmm? What do you think the title should be? I have no idea. I have no idea what the title should be. It would be funny if I walked into the theater and I walked out and I said, "They stole from my show. What the hell?" That'd be the funniest thing ever if they actually stole from. What am I don't know. It's just a thought. Like I had this like quick 2 second thought. Like, what if they actually stole my ideas? That would have been funny as heck if they actually did that. But the lizard is gonna be in there. That's what I heard. The lizard's gonna be in there. They have a lot of the cast members, not a lot, but they have some of them in. So the lizard's gonna be in there, so they're not copying off of me. But yeah, that'd be kind of funny. I don't think of myself as being that great, people. Okay, I'm joking. So that's pretty much all for now. Um, one more thing. One more thing. I'm sorry this is so long. I talked for so long. Uh, I think Vendetta Part 3 will be the Season 2 finale. I think it will be. If you guys like... Vendetta Part 3 is going to be... I think it's going to be long. I don't know if you guys will think about... You guys are going to think, oh my god, he's pushing too many stories. No, no, no. If you guys think Vendetta Part 3 is pushing too much stuff together, trust me, it will all even out. It's going to be good, okay? Vendetta Part 3 is going to even itself out. It's going to be good, okay? You guys are going to like it, okay? And I'm just 95% or whatever done with the script. You guys are going to like Vendetta Part 3. Okay? Trust me. So, that's pretty much all for now. And